guys, it's SJ. Happy Baby Name Monday. I hope you guys are really well. I'm in the UK, we're on our summer holidays now, so I'm feeling the summer vibes and thought I would do hippie, floral Spanish girl names. It's a kind of Ibiza, Bohemia vibe, which is really gorgeous for the summer babies, little girls coming into our life, and I love Bohemian girl names. I've done a few Bohemian girl name lists, which I will link below because I do new name lists every single Monday here on YouTube, so you'll always find it in themes rather than just A to Z, and these names are absolutely gorgeous if you want something with a little bit of a Spanish vibe, if you want that island living kind of free-spirited outdoorsy type of name that's really beautiful. Spanish names often end in that A, which is so popular as well, and these are just a beautiful name list. I wish I was traveling this summer, I wish I was on that beach, but I'm not. So I will make do with these names as well, and hopefully it gives you a nice beachy relaxing listen as well. Please do let me know your favourites from this list in the comment section below. I love picking our #1 name and adding it all up below because, you know, once a name geek, always a name geek. And also don't forget to hit subscribe if you are expecting a baby or you love baby names, then join our huge community here on YouTube where you can either help come up with names and baby consult with me in the comment section below by adding to the name list and coming up with name list ideas, or if you are pregnant, you are a parent to be, then you can ask us anything in the community below. There is a new podcast. It is episode number 20 of our baby name clinic called Baby Name Envy, where my sister and I answer your baby names. And I do have a bit of an announcement about the podcast that we are shutting shop just for a few weeks for summer, because whilst we're not travelling to Ibiza, we're both mums and we're not going to fit in seeing each other so much over the summer to record. So we're having a little break here, taking some time with our kiddos, but I will still be here every single Monday, and if possible we will try and do a few little bonus videos here. But the clinic is still open. You can still email me your dilemmas if they're not too time sensitive to sj.strum@yahoo.com, and we will be, as I said, re-recording, opening back up for a series of Baby Name Envy in September. So with all that said, let's get on with these beautiful Ibiza Bohemia girl names. First one on my list is the name Alba. So you may have heard of this. Isn't it lovely? It's gaining quite a bit of popularity here in the UK, Alba. Just a really gorgeous, short and sweet name. It means white, and it's very Ibizan, because Ibiza is known as the White City after all the white houses. So I love the name Alba. I also love that it means sunrise in Spanish. So it's so bohemian. I can just imagine watching that beautiful sunrise over the sea, out on the island living, and I just think it's a really stunning, unusual name that's super duper wearable all around the world. The next name is so gorgeous. A lot of these begin and end with A actually, and it's the name Azura. Azura. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love it, and it means sky blue. So it's a colour name, which is a massive trend at the moment. We're hearing lots of lilacs, lots of sages, and I just think Azura is so gorgeous, and it just brings to life immediately that sky blue sky, but also that sort of crystal sea. Just makes me want to go on holiday so bad. I'm getting wanderlust with this video, Azura, but I just think it is absolutely stunning, so unique, so unusual, but quite easy to pronounce and say when you see it written down like that. The next name is Bibiana. Isn't that so cool? I know a lovely YouTuber here called Bibiana, and I love that she could go by BB, but I love the long length of Bibiana because it's just so nice. I don't know if you would say Bibiana or Bibiana, so it kind of depends on where you're from, but I really like it, and it means lively or dynamic. So I love that. I love the feeling of that kind of being a really exuberant person, a really vibrant person. Bibiana totally suits that. It sounds quite unusual, quite unique as well, but with that gorgeous 70s boho BB as a nickname. Estrella is one you may have heard of. Estrella. It is the Spanish word for star. Moon and star names are super popular. Again, I've done lists here on my channel about sort of cosmic names, but Estrella, such a classic Spanish girl name, really pretty. We love the name Ella here, and if you wanted a long form of Ella, Estrella, you can't really go wrong. She could also be Esty or Este as a nickname, which I've always really liked as well, and I love that YouTube autocorrects SJ as Este. So if you've always thought my name is Este, sorry, it's really boring. It's SJ and it stands for Sarah Jane. But Estrella would be much better. It would much more fit an island kind of vibe, Estrella. So long girl names are so pretty, and that could be a really unique one. The name Amaya is so nice. I love it. It's so soft and gentle. It just is so pretty. Amaya, and it's got two amazing meanings. So over in Spain there is the Amaya mountain and a village also called Amaya. So it kind of means mother city, which is so nice. It's kind of like got that traveller vibe again, Amaya, mother city. Really, really gorgeous, but it also has an Arabic meaning where it means night rain. So really gorgeous again, very romantic, Amaya, with those two beautiful meanings of mother city and night rain. You can really imagine like a romantic evening stroll through a beautiful island, somewhere like that. I feel like names are so evocative, all of these names, and really put you in mind of a place or a memory or a moment. So Amaya could be a great name for you. The next name I'm sure I'm going to pronounce differently to how we might say it. So it is written down Bela. So I'm trying to listen to pronunciations online, but they always let me down. So let me know how you would pronounce it. So it almost sounds like Viola, like Beulah, but I can't quite say it in my English accent, Bela. But I love it written down because I always used to have a crush on the name Bailey. But she seems so 90s now. It's funny, my 11-year-old son said to me the other day, I said something, he was like, that's so 2016, and I was like, is that old now, 2016? Like, I'm thinking Bailey from like the 90s or something. But Bela is so pretty, and I feel like it really is a more modern, if you're looking for something really unique, I absolutely love it. And it's Spanish and it means dance, dancer, a beautiful form of dance. So isn't that fascinating to know, Bela? What do you think of it? I feel like for some reason to me it's got violet vibes, but maybe just with the L sound in the middle and the I's. Bela, I love that it means dance. I think that would resonate with so many of you who love dance or love that type of theatre and expression, looking for a unique name. Can't go wrong. I guess also house dance. I mean, when I think of Ibiza, I think of like the hippie, quiet side of the island where I've been once. In my life. I'm not a mega club person. You'd be shocked to know these name nerds don't rave so much, but Bela, I think gorgeous, meaning dance. What about the name Carmela? So Spanish, isn't it? And we did have Carmel on the podcast recently, so I really loved it, to really like it, and Carmen. But I really liked Carmela, and it's got beautiful meaning. So it means she who is made of gold. So again, you could have Goldie as a nickname, which I always say because we love it over here, very 70s vibes, but it means fruit garden, which is so gorgeous. Again, just imagine that lovely Spanish garden filled with citrus fruits. Fruit garden is also used for boys as well. This name, maybe it's with an O at the end, I'm not too sure, let me know, Carmela, but I think it is absolutely pretty as, and so unique. That's what's brilliant about looking around the world for these names and doing the Spanish names. I've done French names and other names, Scottish names and things, so you can find those in the comment section below. This name is really similar to my daughter's name, but it's the name Avelia, which is a Spanish word meaning luminous or life, which I absolutely love. My daughter's Evelina, and this is just taking a few sounds out, Avelia, but I love it. It's kind of like bell, isn't it? Avelia or veil. So beautiful, and I love the meaning of luminous and life. It's just so lovely for a little girl coming into the world who will brighten up the world, brighten up everywhere she goes. Avelia, crushing on that, which is bad because it's pretty much my daughter's name. Another name that I love is the name Fernanda. I really like it. I've put Fernando for a boy on a list recently. I think Fernando is very, very, very Spanish, but it means an adventurous girl traveller. So it means to travel or to go on adventures and journeys, Fernanda. So I just think if you are somebody who loves to travel, who loves to be outdoors, who loves free-spirited kind of vibe, and you want to bestow that on your daughter, then Fernanda is a great one, and it's not too feminine while being kind of really pretty. Do you know what I mean? It's not one of those that's like really long and girly. Fernanda's got a bit of strength. What could she be? She could be Fern as a nickname. I always try to think of nicknames. I love the name Fern as well. So if you like Fern and would rather have a long form Fernanda. She could also be Andy, which is one of my love names for sort of boy names for girls. His nickname is Fernanda. Love the meaning of it, to travel, to wander, to be on an adventurous journey. Can't go wrong with that. The next name is an unusual one. It means beautiful in Spanish, and it's the name Lindy. So I really liked it. It stuck out to me. Obviously, it made me think of Lindsay as the name, but it actually comes from the linden tree. It means beautiful in Spanish. It's kind of like a short form of Belinda, which is more well known, but a bit less usable, Belinda. I'm not sure we're quite back with Linda and Belinda yet, but Lindy, if you're honouring somebody in your family who's called that name. And what I liked about it is a bit like Indie, which we really like. And Indie's been around for a while and could have been pinched, or it could just be less original for you. And Lindy, it's got something more about it. It sounds really gorgeous. I love L names anyway, and I always think that they're very, very pretty sounding. So Lindy could be a different name for an indie, and it's got this lovely Spanish meaning beautiful. So I've never heard that before. I was really happy to come across it. The name Paloma, we've all heard it because of Paloma Faith, but it means peace because it means dove. So a beautiful name, Paloma. I just think it is so lovely. It'd be a shame if we didn't use it because of Paloma Faith, because it is a symbol of peace and it is so beautiful. And I feel like with that symbol of the white dove, and you think about Ibiza in your head and being Paloma, just so special. Such a lovely name. I feel like you'd always love that name if you were called Paloma. Let me know if you're called Paloma. Do you love your name? I'm jumping all over my list, by the way. I've done this in no particular order, which is not so smart. The name Inez. Love, love, love it at the moment. Absolute crush on it. You can spell it with a Z or with the S actually, and it means pure, and it's the Spanish form of Agnes. Inez is getting a lot of use, like where Isla, which means island, which could be on this list, is really popular at the moment. Inez, I think, is the leap to make if you're looking for something a little bit more unique than an Isla. I also absolutely love this name. It's Graciana. Graciana, isn't that nice? So it's a longer form of Grace. Graciana, and Grace is so popular, but we sort of stopped using it so much. But I know Gracie, a lot of people really like Gracie, and then Graciana. I'd never thought of doing that before. So it's a variant of the word Greece. It means kind of, you know, grace, to be decent, to have grace. And Graciana, I just thought really, really nice. If like me, you quite like those long names for girls, I definitely wanted a long name. So my daughter Evelina, I just like long names for girls really a lot. How about the name Noemi, but with the H in it? So my sister is called Naomi, and I really love it, and I love Noemi, and I loved it with this H. I've never seen it with the H before. I normally see it with, I guess, the French way of spelling it, which means enjoyable or lovely, because Naomi means pleasantness, and it's a biblical name, so Noemi. I just think it looks so pretty with that H, and obviously she could be a Noah as well. Really well-known name, Rafaela. I really, really like Rafaela. It means God has healed, so it's not got the same sort of hippie meaning that I was looking for when I was editing this list down, but I just love it so much, Rafaela, and being Rafi. I just think, again, it is such a trendy name. So cool. She could be an Ella if she wanted to be a bit more mainstream, but she was a bit younger, or Rafi, which we all really love, and would be cute for a girl. And where Rafi has become so popular for boys, like I probably know about 6, Rafaela for a girl, a little bit different, and again, not so feminine, but super cool. How about the name Sierra? So really similar to Sienna, which has become so popular, almost overused, because I loved Sienna, but I wouldn't have used it because it just felt so popular. But I really like Sierra, and it means from the jagged mountain range. So it's got a bit more edge to it, doesn't it, Sierra? Probably would always be confused with Sienna for a little while, but if that wouldn't bother you, want something a little bit unique, then Sierra. Really, really nice. And it's very similar. I'll do them together because it's the same name but with the T. Tierra. I'm not 100% sure how you would pronounce it, Tierra, which I think you say terra, and it means earth. So Tierra kind of sounds a little bit better in English because tierra or terra sounds a bit like terror or terrible. So it's a little bit of a harder one, I feel, for the UK, but let me know what you think. But it means earth. I love the way it looks. I feel like for a special middle spot or something, say you were an Eleanor Terra, something like that, for a sort of classic vintage first name, bringing that earth into it is quite nice. But I do think it's one of the harder ones on this list. I tried to pick ones that I think are quite easy globally a little bit more, and I feel like that's a little bit harder. So this next one is also a little bit difficult, but not too bad, because it is named Xantina. Xantina, and it means little saint. How cute is that? Very Kardashian. I love the Kardashians. Xantina, and I feel like it's easy because we know the name Xanthi so well, so we kind of get the X. What's the boy one? Xavier. So we've kind of got it down. So Xantina, we kind of can say, I know sometimes the X in Spanish is with an H, like a Jimena, but Xantina, again, I'm relying on Google, but it came up as being like Xanthi, Xantina, little saint, and like Santiago is so popular at the moment. I love the name Santiago. I would use it for girl or boy. Carmen Santiago may as well sponsored this list, which is a Netflix kids show. Xantina, I really like it again. Really, really sweet. So let me see which ones I've missed off, because as I said, I did this in no particular order for absolutely no reason. I just jumped all over my page. I really loved the name. Where was the one I was about to say? Alvera. Alvera, we loved Vera. Vera was one of the most popular vintage names when I did vintage names a while ago. Vera, literally the #1 most picked vintage name by you guys. We did the poll and everything came up as Vera. But if it feels too old-fashioned for you still, you could go with Alvera, which is really, really beautiful. It means white or fair in Spanish, so a bit like Alba that we talked about right at the beginning, but it's quite used around the world. It also means dearly loved, and it also means truly foreign, so quite unusual. So it feels quite almost, some websites are calling it kind of a gothic name, almost like an Elvira, Alvera. So it's kind of got a lot of meaning behind it, so it makes it kind of a truly interesting name. You can kind of play around with it a little bit. Alvera. I liked it because it reminded me of a longer form of Vera if you didn't want to go just with Vera, or if you couldn't sell Vera to your partner, then Alvera might get in there a little bit much, then you can just call her Vera or Vivi, which is also really beautiful. And then a name I loved was Phyllis. Spelled like this, I didn't know, is the Spanish form of Phyllis that we would spell with a PH. I'm all for Phyllis and Vera. I love a vintage girl name. Phyllis spelled like this, it means lush greenery. I should use that because I always say lush. It's a very West Country thing to say. Lush greenery, I love it. So imagine being called Phyllis, Phyllis Sage or something like that. Would be so stunning. I feel like it would be hard to spell it like this in the UK because it would look like a misspelling of, because we quite know Phyllis with the PH, but similarly you might really prefer it like this and feel it's a bit more modern than it is the Spanish spelling. So really, really nice. Lula is a Spanish name meaning a girl born at daybreak. So isn't that nice? Lula. Very nicknamey, but it has been used a bit. It's in a J.K. Rowling novel. It's been used for a few characters. Lula, a girl born at daybreak. And another one that came up is Neolin. Neolin. So really nice, again, a bit like the Noemi. Neolin is an Aztec, it's the god of the sun from the Aztec tribe, but it's used a lot in Spanish and over in Mexico as well, Neolin. So that's an interesting one, isn't it? Quite unusual, I'd never seen it before and I love the way that it looked. And then we also have Salma, like Salma Hayek, which means she who brings peace. Again, a really beautiful meaning, Salma. Really, really nice looking, really easy to say. And I think with the S is so beautiful as well. If you're honouring like a Sarah, like I'm a Sarah Jane, Salma could be a really, really good one. I think it's one you wouldn't shorten either too much. Reina. Love, love, love. It means queen of the people. Oh yeah. So I just think Raina, for me, it is so hippie. You think of like rain and sort of weather as well, Raina, and also raining kind of being like a queen is a really beautiful meaning. And I feel like it's got that earthy Bohemian queen side of it as well. A festival chick called Raina really, really works. And I've always liked Rainy as a little nickname. I think it's lovely. And the very last one is also an R and it's named Rayen. Isn't that nice? Rayen, and it is Spanish for flower, Rayen, and again, another longer form. If you love rain and not too sure about just going with rain, then Rayen could be really nice, and also Ray, ray of sun, but it actually means flower, which is really cute. My daughter's middle name is Blossom, and I wanted something that was floral without being a lily or a rose or a daisy for her. So those are my Spanish, Bohemian, Ibiza, Boho girl name list. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found something on there that you really, really liked. I hope it gave you a little bit of a holiday mindset as well and took us all off somewhere around the world. Don't forget to come back next Monday. Hit subscribe for more baby name videos. Don't forget to check out the podcast. It's episode number 20. It's the last one for a few weeks, but we won't be disappearing. We will be back as soon as the summer holds over and we can get back together again, and we'll try to get together for some videos on here. And if you've already sent me a dilemma, I will try to answer it somehow that I can. Don't forget to share this with a friend who is expecting a baby, and I would love to have more of you here. It really helps me out to hit that subscribe button, as you know. Lots of love, guys. Happy weeks, happy sunny holidays. I've got hot now, I sat by my window. See you later, guys. Bye.